Good morning, Thursday, September 17th. Before we begin today's lesson, please look to the top of page 57, lesson 6. On the blank, please place your first and last name, class 7, and today's date. Thank you. Our objective for today is to label groups of words as being simple, compound, or run-on sentences. On the screen, in aqua blue color, I have highlighted those three groups, definitions, and examples. First group, simple sentence. As we have been studying, a simple sentence must contain at least one simple subject and one simple predicate. More recently, we learned that sentences can contain more than one subject or predicate. We call that compound. This is not to be confused with a compound sentence. They are simple sentences with compound subjects, or simple sentences with compound predicates. Let's look at some examples. Saturn and Jupiter are the two largest planets in our solar system. This is a simple sentence. It contains a compound subject, but it is only one sentence. Example 2. Queen bees survive the winter and lay eggs in the spring. This too is a simple sentence. It contains a simple predicate and a simple subject. Bees survive lay. As was true with the first example, it has a compound sentence part, but not a compound sentence. Example 3. Juan and Luis throw and catch the softball. You'll notice in this first example, in yellow, I had a compound simple subject. In the second example, in purple, I had a compound predicate. And in the third example, I have a compound subject and a compound predicate, but it still is a simple sentence because there is only one thought, one sentence. How does that differ from the second part of today's lesson? A compound sentence contains two or more simple sentences. And we're going to see that these sentences will be combined in two ways. One, with a comma and a conjunction, or two, with a semicolon. A semicolon takes the place of a comma and a conjunction. Let's look at two examples. Priscilla enjoys reading about technology, but she doesn't care for science fiction. You will notice the first part of the sentence and the second part of the sentence are highlighted the same colors. The middle portion, comma, and a conjunction are what join together the first sentence and the second sentence. When two simple sentences are combined by a comma and a conjunction, we call it a compound sentence. Let's look at the second example. Paramecium are very small. A microscope is needed to examine them. Once again, you will notice that the beginning of the sentence and the end of the sentence are highlighted in the same color because they are two separate sentences. The middle of the sentence is a semicolon. The semicolon takes the place of the comma and the conjunction as was used in the first compound sentence example. Compound sentence contains two or more simple sentences joined by a comma and a conjunction or a semicolon. The third part of today's lesson, a run-on sentence. A run-on sentence is identical to a compound sentence, but it misses one thing. It misses having that punctuation in the middle. The movie was long, I got restless. You'll notice between long and I, there is no punctuation. There is no conjunction. That's why it's a run-on. Take note, all of these are the same words. The movie was long. The movie was long. The movie was long. I got restless. I got restless. I got restless. Everything is identical to a compound sentence excepting for it has no punctuation. It does not have a semicolon or a comma and a conjunction. That is the only thing that separates a run-on sentence from a compound sentence. Let's take a look at the bottom of page number 57. There are 7 examples. We're going to follow the directions as are printed on your page and highlighted on my screen. If the sentence is a simple sentence, I will put S on the blank. If the words are compound sentences, I will put a C on the blank. If it lacks punctuation, comma, conjunction, or semicolon, I'm going to put R on the blank. Example. The directions are simple and straightforward. S. Simple sentence. 1. Florida and Georgia are the only southern states I visited, but I've been in every state in New England. Compound. Why? Because it has a comma and a conjunction joining together two simple sentences. Skating and skiing are Aaron's favorite cold weather sports. Simple. What makes it a simple sentence? It has a compound subject, one predicate. 3. Turn right at the stop sign, go left at the next corner. Run-on. There is no punctuation, no comma conjunction to separate the two. 6 inches of snow are predicted. I'd better find my boots. That too is a run-on. You will notice in this sentence there is punctuation. However, it is the incorrect punctuation. The correct punctuation would be a semicolon. 5. Both Kuma and Angie enjoy hiking and backpacking. Number 5 is like this example up above. You notice in the example on the top of my page, I have a compound subject and a compound predicate, but it is not a compound sentence. Kuma, Angie, hiking, backpacking. Those are compounds, but it's a simple sentence. Try it, you'll like it. Run-on. Again, it's the wrong kind of punctuation. 7. Liam had a solo in last year's concert. He hopes to have one this year too. Compound. It has the correct punctuation, a semicolon, in between the two simple sentences. Let's go to the back side of our paper. Please go to the top of page 58 and put your first and last name on the blank, as well as class 7 and today's date, which is September 17. Numbers 8 through 30. Numbers 8 through 30, we are going to follow the same directions that we did on the front side of the page. If the sentence is a simple sentence, put S. If it is a compound sentence, put C. If it is a run-on, place R on the blank in front of the number. Are you interested in some extra credit? You'll notice in the box on the right-hand side of the top of your page, it says extra. Place parentheses around the prepositional phrases. Locate, if you care to, the prepositional phrases and put parentheses around them. Your assignment for tomorrow, Friday, is to complete page 58 by using the letters C, S, and R to label the sentences. If you desire, find the prepositional phrases. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday.